Yes guys, it is Willem here from Africa TCG, and finally I am bringing you part 4 of the Memento combos. Uh, like I said in the previous videos, I never thought it would go to part 4, but here we are. And you guys have been showing some amazing support and being patient as well. The comments just keep flooding in, the subscribers, everything. It is frankly amazing to see. So I'm not going to chat too much, and I hope you don't get bothered by the sounds of the cars passing outside. But today I'm just going to show you how to combo if you draw this little fucker in your hand, because this is essentially one of the worst cards in the deck to draw. However, you are not dead in the water if you draw this guy. You'll see in the combos that I'm showing you that you can still make many plays when you draw this, except your plays just need a bit of a workaround. So this is going to be a few combos that I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to keep the video as, concise as possible. So we're going to start off by, so let's obviously assume you have this in your hand, and I'm going to show you the Darkblade combo, but Darkblade and Angwitch are basically interchangeable, especially when it comes to drawing the Ghattic specifically. So we're just going to go for the Darkblade because it's the most easy to show. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your Ghattic and your Darkblade, right? So you're going to go main phase and you're going to summon your Darkblade. You will use this effect to destroy himself and special summon a level 3 or lower Memento from your deck. That's going to be the Angwitch. You're going to trigger the Angwitch effect on summon. That is going to search you a Memento monster, which is obviously going to be the Seahorse. Now, because you only control Mementos, you can special this guy. And you're going to use its effect as usual, and you will pop himself to send up to level 5 worth of mementos. So it's going to be your Schleepy, your Goblin, and your Mace, as you usually do. So those are going to be in your graveyard. Then you're going to activate your Angwitch effect to destroy itself, and then you can special summon a level 2 or lower from your graveyard. That is going to be your Mace. You're going to use your Mace effect on field to pop itself to add any memento card from your deck to hand. So that is going to be your Memento Infusion. Right, so from here, you're going to activate your Fusion. You're going to shuffle back your 3 materials like you usually do, which is going to be the Mace, because you want to search that again. And you're going to shuffle back the 2 that you started with. Right, and you're going to put those back into the deck. And you are going to summon out your Creation King. So your Creation King is then going to dump another copy of himself, like there, and you're going to send the Ugly Bastard, and you're going to send the Combined Creation to the graveyard. So in this combo, you want to send the Combined Creation, because you're not going to pop the Schleepy with the Twin Dragon later on in the combo. So you're going to send these guys, and they will be in your graveyard. Then you will banish your Creation King as you usually do to search out the Memento Mictlin, the field spell, and you will activate that. Right, so interesting thing here to notice. You've not used your Ghattic yet, and you've already used your normal summon. So what do you do now? You will banish your Memento Infusion to destroy a monster you control and to search for a Memento spell or trap, and you're going to get your boner in your hand. Right, so on a new chain, the field spell is still going to activate as Chainlink 1, and then your Ugly Fish Bastard is going to activate as your Chainlink 2. So you will summon your Akira as Chainlink 2, and then you will attempt to resolve for Chainlink 1. So if you read Memento Mictlin specifically, it says that you can even special summon a Memento monster from your hand or graveyard that has a lower level. So the only difference is we usually would send the Ghattic with the Creation King. Now you can just pop it out of your hand. Obviously, it makes it a bit worse, but it's not the end of the world. So you're going to use that, and it's going to resolve to summon the Ghattic. Then you're going to activate the Ghattic on summon effect to add back a Memento monster or Memento card. That's going to be your Schleepy. And now, because you've destroyed during this turn, you can actually activate your Schleepy, special summon it, and then on summon, you're going to use the effect of Schleepy to fusion. So you're going to fuse with the Ghattic, and you're going to fuse with the Schleepy. Now keep in mind, you haven't yet used Ghattic's own effect to special summon itself when it was sent by the effect of a Memento monster. So on this chain, you're going to go chainlink 1 of the Twin Dragon to destroy any memento you control in your hand to search to. Then chainlink 2 is going to be the Ghattic to special summon itself, because you haven't used that effect yet. So he will special summon himself. This will resolve as chainlink 1. You're going to destroy the Akihiron. You can destroy this as well, but you know, it is what it, like, it doesn't really make a big difference. So you're going to add your Horn Dragon, and you're going to add your Mace from your deck to your hand. On a new chain, the Ugly Fish Bastard is going to trigger. That's going to add any memento that's in your graveyard or banished pile back to your hand. So it's going to add back your Memento Infusion. So you can see this is essentially leading up to the same type of board that you would normally make. So from here, excuse me, my my throat is getting sore almost immediately. You're going to activate your Boner. You're going to let it leave your hand. You're going to pop your Twin Dragon, and that is going to summon out just any memento that you don't have in your graveyard currently. Right, so on the next chain, obviously you've summoned the Darkblade. Your Twin Dragon will trigger to summon out a level 6 or lower memento from your graveyard. That is where you summon out your Goblin. And like you normally do, you can just link these, because they're both the same type and attribute. That is going to go into your Mirage Lights. And then because you have 3 mementos with different names in your grave, you can special summon the Horn Dragon from your hand. And then you can link these guys into your SP as you usually would. And from here, you're going to shuffle back your 4 mementos for your big boy. So you're going to shuffle, where is it now? Your Schleepy and your Goblin. So like I said in the previous videos, I like to keep Angwitch in the graveyard, just gives me easier access to it. So yeah, you shuffle these back into the deck. And you summon out your combined creation from your graveyard. Then you set your Memento Infusion, and you proceed to the end phase. You use your Field Spells effect, and that's going to put your Boner back on the field so your opponent can see it. Now this is just like the normal combo you would usually end on. Obviously I've shown what you can do with this end board quite a few times now, so I'm not going to do that for now. But yeah, like you said, normally have the Spell and Trap negate, you have the Snatch Steal on the follow-up, you have the Memento Infusion, and you have the Bone Party, you have this thing. You have so many disruptions. So as you can see, the Ghattic really didn't change much in the combo. And by the way, I just want to say to that one guy in the comment section, I can't exactly remember what your name is. He recommended that you play the Azamina level 7 fusion guy that takes an illusion and something else. I can't remember exactly. But that thing is most likely better to play in this deck than the Dragostapelia. So consider that going forward. So next combo, I'm going to show you the Ghattic plus the Horse. Okay guys, so this is going to be drawing the Ghattic and the Horse. Now I do admit there are some points in this combo where you could change it up a bit to make it a bit more optimized, I think. I don't know, I haven't tested exactly which lines are better in the long run, but that's obviously like kind of redundant in my opinion, because this is a one-off. You shouldn't be drawing it as often, but obviously with my luck or your luck, maybe you will draw this often. So it depends on a case-by-case basis. So let's just go with this. So obviously, since you control no monsters, you will start by special summoning out your Horse. You're going to activate this effect, and as you normally you wouldn't obviously send these, but since you have the Ghattic in hand, you can actually send the normal targets to the graveyard. So you're going to send your Schleepy, your Goblin, and your Mace. Right, then you're going to use your normal summon for the Ghattic. The Ghattic effect is obviously on summon, going to target a memento card in your graveyard, add it back to your hand, so that's going to be your Schleepy, right? Now keep in mind, you haven't used the effect that if it's sent to the graveyard by memento monster effect, you can special summon it, so remember that effect is still live. So now since you've destroyed with the Seahorse, you can special summon the Sheep, and then you're going to special summon, and then on summon effect to fusion summon with these two. That is going to summon out your Twin Dragon. Right, so it's going to be chain link 1 of the Twin Dragon, chain link 2 of Ghattic. Ghattic will resummon itself, and then the Twin Dragon will trigger to pop itself to add 2 mementos from your deck to hand. So again, you're going to add the combined creation because you can't pop the Schleepy with anything else at the moment. So you much rather get it sooner than later. So you're getting your Horn Dragon and your combined creation, and then your Twin Dragon is going to activate to special summon any level 6 or lower memento from your graveyard. So that is going to summon out your mace. So then you use your mace's effect to destroy and add yourself a copy of Memento Infusion. Then you will activate your Memento Fusion. You will shuffle back the mace and the horse, and you will shuffle back whatever in your graveyard, but you can just shuffle back the Schleepy at this point, right? So those are going to go back into the deck, and you are going to summon your Creation King. Right, so on summon, your Creation King is going to activate. That's going to send another copy of himself, and it's going to send a copy of the Akihiron. And here I like to send the Darkblade. It gives you a bit more options because it just fills up your graveyard a bit better. So you send your Darkblade. Right, so on the next thing you're going to do is you're going to banish your Creation King. That is going to search you for your field spell. Then you will activate your field spell. Excuse me. Then you will banish your Memento Infusion, and you will get your Boner in your hand by destroying your Creation King. Sorry, I almost forgot that. Right, so on the next chain, it's going to be chaining 1 of the field spell to target this, summon something lower, and then chaining 2 is going to be the Akihiron summoning itself back. So then obviously chaining 1 will resolve, and you summon out your Darkblade. Right, so from here, excuse me, you are going to use your Darkblade effect, and you're going to pop your Akihiron to summon a memento from your deck. That is going to summon out your Angwitch. Right. Sorry guys, just making sure that there's enough space for everything here. So on a new chain, there's going to be 2 effects that can trigger. So it's going to be chaining 1 of the Angwitch, chaining 2 of the Ugly Fish Bastard. That is going to target your Memento Infusion to add it back to your hand. Chaining 1 resolve of the Angwitch to add you a Memento monster. So that's going to add you your mace into the hand. And as you normally would from here, you could technically activate the Bone Party to get another extender by destroying the combined creation in your hand. I just don't think that's completely necessary. If you want to load your graveyard with a lot more material, you can, but that is completely up to you. Then you will go Angwitch effect to destroy the Darkblade, or you can destroy yourself. It really doesn't make that much of a difference, and you're going to special summon out your Memento and Goblin. Now you have 2 with the same type and attribute on the field, and those 2 are going to make your, you know, when I pack this shit so terribly. So you're going to make your Herald of Mirage Lights. And then because you control 3 mementos with different names in your graveyard, you can special summon out your Horn Dragon, link these 2 into your SP, and then you summon out your Creation King from your hand this time. So that is just going to send back, let's say, Goblin Ghattic, Darkblade, your Twin Dragon, and the Angwitch that's already in your graveyard. Right, so with this inboard, obviously, you don't have to set from the graveyard, so you can just set your 2 spells. And that's just the same board as we had just now. So you've still got these guys loaded in the graveyard. You've still got the same amount of disruptions. And yeah, life is good, man. Life is good. To be honest, Goblin and the, Goblin and the Ghattic together are not a combo. It's really shit, but that is just what it is. So what I'm actually going to do is, because certain people play up to 2 Schleepy in their deck, I'm going to show you a combo with Schleepy and with the Ghattic together, because that combo is fucking nuts. Okay guys, like I just said now, this is going to be Schleepy plus the Ghattic. Now I know some people play 2 Schleepy for good reason. I'm actually considering it myself. Just need a bit more testing. Because it is just a great extender for the deck. So this combo, I am going to be very frank about it. It's a difficult one. So if I fuck up, please just forgive me. I will find my way towards the correct sequencing. But yeah, let's just get into it. Like I said, it is a complicated one. So you're going to start off by normal summoning your Schleepy. You're going to activate the effective fusion summon. So you're going to fuse with your Ghattic and your Schleepy in hand. That is going to summon out your Twin Dragon. So then on a new chain, it's going to be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 of Ghattic. Ghattic will summon itself out, and then Twin Dragon will pop itself to add 2 mementos with different names from your deck to hand. So it's going to be Akihiron and the Horse. On a new chain, do not activate the Ghattic, just activate the effect of the Twin Dragon to summon out the Schleepy. Because you want to leave the Ghattic's effect for a bit later on in the combo, so you can add back the correct stuff essentially. Now because you only control mementos, you can special summon your Horse. You will use your Horse effect to destroy the Schleepy to mill up to level 3. So you're going to send your Mace and your Goblin. Right, so on a new chain, because Schleepy was destroyed, you can send any memento card from your deck to your graveyard. That is going to be the Memento Infusion. Right, so from here, you're going to go effective Memento Infusion, banish it. And that is going to add you your Boner to your hand. Oh yeah, sorry, by destroying your Ghattic. Do not forget to do that. Then you will go activate your Boner, and you'll pop the Fish Bastard in your hand. And then you will summon out your Darkblade from your deck. So on a new chain, the Akihiron is going to activate. And it's going to add back the fusion from your Banish Zone to your hand. So you have this in hand now. Right, so from here, you just need another material in graveyard. So you're going to go Darkblade effect to pop the Horse. And you're going to summon out a level 3 or lower memento. That is going to be your Angwitch. Angwitch on summon is going to trigger. It's going to search for your Horn Dragon. So you got your extender now. Then you will go and activate your Memento Infusion. So this is going to put back the Horse. You want to leave the Mace in the graveyard for this combo. So you're going to put back the Horse. You're going to put back your there we go, and your Ghattic and your Schleepy. So these are going to go back into your deck. And you are going to obviously summon out your Creation King. Right, so yeah, this guy is going to obviously send a copy of himself, and he's going to send out the Ghattic again and a copy of the combined creation from your deck to your graveyard. Right, so from here, as you normally do, you banish out the Creation King and you search out your field spell from your deck to hand, which is your Memento Mictlin. Right, and then you activate that. It's on the field now. So from here on, you're going to activate your Angwitch effect. That's going to destroy your Creation King. And that's going to summon out a level 2 or lower memento from your graveyard. So I hope everything is still in space. I think I can move this up a bit just to have some more space. So Angwitch effect, when you destroy this, you're going to summon out your Mace from the graveyard. On a new chain, you're going to activate the field spell as Chain Link 1. And you're going to activate Akihiron's effect in graveyard as Chain Link 2. Because you haven't used that yet. So Akihiron will special summon itself. The field spell will resolve, summoning anything that's a level lower than this guy. So that is going to summon out your Ghattic from the graveyard. Now, if you remember, we didn't use Ghattic's effect in the beginning to add back a memento card from our graveyard to our hand. So now we are going to use that effect to add back any memento card from our graveyard to our hand. So that is going to be your Memento Infusion. Then, as you can see with this board, there is a lot to do. So you're going to go Mace effect, and that's going to pop the Akihiron, because it's just a free material. You can pop anything except for these two, right? So you're going to go Mace effect, pop, and here you're going to add your Fracture Dance. So if you don't play Fracture Dance, you can just add another copy of anything, but I still play the Fracture Dance because I think it's super good going first. And yeah, it's not terrible. playing into hand traps, so I'd rather just have this. So yeah, the mace will pop the Akiron to add the Fracture Dance from your deck to your hand. So from here, you will take a level 1 and you will turn it into Relinquished Anima. And you will notice this is a Dark Spellcaster, and Angwitch is a Dark Spellcaster as well. So you're going to use these two. You are going to link into the Mirage Lights. Then you will link these two into the SP Little Knight. Then you will summon out your combined creation by shuffling back, let's say, your Ghattic, your Goblin, your Twin Dragon, your Darkblade, and your Mace. Right. So you put your Twin Dragon back into the extra, and these guys all go back into the deck. Then you set your Fracture Dance, you set your Memento Infusion, and then you special summon out your Horn Dragon. Then in the end phase, you're going to use your Field Spells effect to set your Bone Party from your graveyard. So essentially what your graveyard is looking like is Angwitch in grave, Akiron in grave, and the Creation King that was destroyed from the field. You have Memento Infusion, you have Bone Party, and you have Fracture Dance. You even have Horn Dragon extra on your field, but you don't yet have the fairy for the Herald of Mirage Lights. However, that is not the end of the world, because as soon as your opponent activates a card or effect, this is all in your opponent's turn now, by the way. You're going to activate your Combined Creation. That is going to summon out your Angwitch. And then the Angwitch will trigger, and it will search out your Mace. Right. So from here, obviously you have your Spell and Trap Negate live, you have your Snatch Steal effect live, but let's just play it out. Like, let's say they have a Spell and Trap you want to negate, you can just send the Mace from hand to negate that. Then you can go Bone Party. Obviously, just to rewind a bit, instead of that, you could have summoned out this first, and then popped with this, and then the field spell will trigger summoning out the Angwitch. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, because I already made this play now. So we have to commit to on this plays. But you can see how it still makes the same play. So when you activate your Bone Party, sorry, this Angwitch should be on the field. You can activate your Bone Party to pop the Horn Dragon, and then you can summon out your Ghattic from the deck, and then that would be like Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Akiron, Chainlink 3, Trihorn, then you can pop the Angwitch to pop 2 cards, and the Akiron will summon back, and then this guy will trigger adding your Mace, so you still have the other effect to have the Snatch Steal, you still have the SP, you still have the Memento Infusion, and you can pop 2 cards as well from this. So yeah, guys, that is just Ghattic and the Schleepy combo. As you can see, the combo is fucking crazy. It is actually one of the base combos in the deck, but you will not up your numbers of Ghattic just to make this combo more easily. Now, just for a quick discussion, I really don't want to waste too much of your guys' time, because these combos are fairly straightforward. I just want to mention something regarding the interaction between Bone Party and the Ghattic. So you guys are going to see, obviously, it will change certain combos where, let's say you go draw phase, you will activate the Bone Party, you will pop the Ghattic in hand, and you summon out, let's say, Darkblade, or the Angwitch. Either way, doesn't really make that much of a difference. Remember, the Ghattic is now in the graveyard, which means you can actually use this to shuffle it back and then get it onto the field with its normal effect. So it's, if you draw Bone Party plus the Ghattic, it's almost, and I'm saying almost in very large parentheses, if that's even the correct word, if you draw Bone Party with the Ghattic, technically it's like you never drew Ghattic at all. If you obviously draw like Goblin plus Ghattic, there's not really anything you can do, unfortunately. It is probably the only two cards in the deck that you don't want to draw together. Well, I'm not saying that it's only, but it's one of the two that you really don't want to draw together. However, obviously if you substitute a third card into the combo, like a Bone Party or the Memento Infusion, you can still make the combo work as you normally would. Just in the fact that you can go, let's say, Goblin effect, and you send 2 Memento cards from your deck to the graveyard. That'll be something like, I don't know, whatever you want. So just, let's just say you send like the Darkblade and the horse, for instance, and you obviously popped your Goblin. From here, if you go something like Bone Party, popping the Ghattic, you can like summon out what's her face, the Angwitch from the deck, and you can add another horse or whatever the fuck you need to do. But also, if you don't want to do that, if you already have the Ghattic in hand, you can just go activate Mental Infusion, and you can fuse using these 3, and then you just make your Creation King, and you dump the field spell, and then you use Momental Infusion to pop, and then you summon this from hand, and then you start comboing from there. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I don't want to make too many videos, well, combos in one video, because I feel sometimes it gets to be a bit too long. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, guys. You are really insane. Like, you've already got me to like 260 something subscribers. It is fantastic to see the growth, and I really wish that I can bring you guys more content that you would like to see. And yeah, that's enough of me waffling. I love you guys. Cheers. Sharp Owens.